Welcome everybody. Today I want to give you a quick overview of the ServiceTitan. This is a somewhat updated version of it. This thing helps you run your business smoothly. Now, in order for it to help you run your business, you need to make sure that it's set up correctly. It's not as simple as just start using it. You can, of course, but it's not going to give you any useful information if that's all you do. First of all, you want to make sure that you set up everything in the settings. There are so many features here that it can become really overwhelming. I mean, from creating your employees, modifying them, giving them permissions, access, setting up their payroll, their commission, their flat rate, bonuses and whatnot. You can do all of that inside of ServiceTitan to track all of your business costs and business expenses. There is a huge price book feature where you actually create your price book and you can create it from scratch. You can also use their Pro product, which basically gives you a somewhat finished product, but still requires a lot of work. All the things that are specific to your particular business or your niche has to be modified. So I personally created my own price book. Let me know in the comments below if you are interested in talking about that. One of the things I love about ServiceTitan is you can pull phone numbers based on your area code. For example, if I open this window and I want a 702 number area code, I'm going to search and I see a bunch of numbers that that are available right now. If the area code that you want is not available immediately, sometimes all it takes is just coming back the next day and trying again, and it might become available then. You'll never find a number that has 4 of the same digit repeating, because those numbers are actually really expensive. But what you could do is you can use 3. So if I use 555, I can see numbers that have 555 in them. Again, not the perfect number, but hey, 625 5508, that's a fairly easy number to advertise. I like to always use the default number. You can allow or not allow SMS. You can set a campaign already based on where you advertise and whether this calls from this number are going to be considered a lead or not a lead. So this is how you can add new numbers to your ServiceTitan that you can later on advertise. The only disadvantage is you can only get 1 number at a time. This is actually a new feature and looks like you are able to forward. If nobody is able to answer the phone, whoever is on the shift right now, this call will get forwarded to the next person, and you essentially set up how long you want the phone to ring before it goes to that person. One thing I wanted to show you, of course, is the calls window as well. So calls, one of the most important windows in ServiceTitan, because this is where you add new customers. There may be other ways to add customer, but this is the easiest and the faster way. You basically go into calls and you click new customer and you fill out the information here. A very cool feature is that you can have one customer with multiple properties. And you don't have to create new account for each one. You basically just create new location. So if I have a property manager who has 10 properties, I create one bill to location, and then under that profile I create multiple locations that they manage. That way my billing address stays the same for the property management, but the service address changes on the invoice. This is a very cool feature to have. All the contact methods here you can add. You can always add more. You can add as many as you want, because of course we all know you can have 10 different contacts for the same person, and you can essentially put their number and put a memo to put the name of this particular contact, what line this is, etc. You can even set who will pay for the job. The customer is the same as the tenant, or the customer is different from the tenant. So that means if it's a rental, customer is different. Now you can actually create that location with the address, and right in the same window create the actual billing customer. So this is the actual owner of the property or the property manager with its own contact information. Very, very useful features. They have updated this, upgraded this. The other thing in ServiceTitan in this calls window is you don't only add customers. This is also where you book your jobs. And to book a job, you simply want to select the job type, the business unit, marketing campaign. Now, those fields over here are all custom fields. you create and you decide which field you want in here, whether you want a job type, whether you want a business unit, do you want to even track that or not. Of course, I would suggest that you do track if you want to run your business properly and smoothly. You always want to make sure that you are departmentalized, which means you have different departments in the business. This is an important thing, especially for your books. If you want to use QuickBooks and make sure everything flows into the QuickBooks smoothly, into the right class, those are the business units. Marketing campaign is extremely important to make sure you track where the leads are coming from, track your spending, just in general see your conversion rates from each campaign, from each marketing source, whether you advertise on Google, Facebook, Yelp. Like I mentioned, most of those fields are custom, so you basically create what you want, modify this to your liking. Once you fill out everything here and you book the job, it is now automatically on schedule. You can now access additional features such as sending that job detail to your technician, assigning a technician, open and close the job, create an invoice, add all those job costs in that invoice, charge the customer, bill the customer, take payment. All of those things are doable through this one software. I'm not advertising it, but I do think it's pretty awesome software, one of the best ones out there. A lot of really big companies are using it. It does take some getting used to, but the software does the job. I'm really happy that finally, after many years of waiting, because I have been a ServiceTitan for many years, they finally have the actual inventory. So now you can even track your inventory right inside of ServiceTitan. Again, it has to be set up. It's a lot of work, but once it's done, it's done. Leave me some comments with your thoughts on this video and what information, what segments of ServiceTitan you would like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. I will see you in the next one.